Good morning, children. Today we are going to read about how to change sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. Now, as I told you in my class, that direct speech is the words of the speaker without making any change, and indirect speech is the words of the speaker making certain changes but not changing the meaning. So, in other words, we can say words of the speaker when spoken without making any change or as it is come under direct speech, and when the same thing is said with some changes in the words without changing the meaning, then it is the indirect speech. Now, first of all, we are going to study how we are going to change assertive sentences into indirect speech. An assertive sentence may be of two types, positive or negative. While changing an assertive sentence from direct into indirect, the general rules of indirect and direct speech are followed. First is the change of tense, second, change of personal pronouns, and third, changes of nearness of time and place. About these changes or these rules, we have already discussed in the online class. Now, apart from these three, there are some more rules that are also to be kept in mind while transforming an assertive sentence in the direct speech into indirect one. And the first rule is the reporting verb said may be retained. Retained means not changed as said when there is no object. But if the object is present after said to, it is changed into told. We can say that if in any sentence of direct speech the reporting verb said is used without an object, then then the reporting verb said remains unchanged. But if an object is present after said to, then said to is changed into told. Some other words that can be used in place of said or told in order to suit the situation are assured, objected, reminded, admitted, and so on. Next rule that is used as conjunction while changing an assertive sentence into indirect speech. Suppose we change an assertive sentence into indirect, then conjunction that is used. Conjunction, you all know, students, are joining words. To make my point clear, listen to this example very carefully. Monica said to me, "You can stay with us." In this sentence is in the direct speech. And now, if we want to change this into indirect, then it will become Monica told me that I could stay with them. Here you can say or see that there is an object present. So, said to changes to told, and a conjunction that is also used in between. Now, one thing which I would like to tell you, children, that there is no need to follow the rules mechanically. It means that you know the three rules, the three general rules, that is change of tense, change of personal pronoun, and the change of nearness of time and place. These are the three general rules while changing any sentence from direct to indirect. But it is very clearly written that all the three rules should not be followed. पत्थर की लकीर जिसे हम कहते हैं ये वो नहीं है. So just because of following the rules, you should not make the sentence grammatically incorrect. So it is not necessary always to follow all the rules, and if your sentence is becoming grammatically incorrect, then you can omit one or two of the rules also. Now, next rule is sometimes pronoun or third person may cause confusion. In order to make the meaning clear, we may either use the noun itself or specify the noun in the bracket. To make myself clear, just listen to this. Nitin said to Nisha, "You have made a mistake by giving up your job." Means, and this sentence is in the direct speech. Now to change it into indirect, here Nitin told Nisha that Nisha had made a mistake by giving up her job. Or Nitin told Nisha that she, and in bracket you can write Nisha had made a mistake by giving up her job. Here in this example we can see that after she, Nisha is written in bracket. Now next is transformation of interrogative sentences into indirect. Here again, students, we know interrogative sentences are of three types: WH, yes, no, and the third one was tag questions. But here we are going to study how we are going to change WH questions and yes, no questions into indirect speech. While changing an interrogative sentence from direct to indirect speech, the three general rules are the same. First one, change of tense. Second, change of personal pronoun. Third, change of nearness of time and place. Apart from them, we have to follow some more rules. First one, the reporting verb said is normally changed to asked or inquired. Naturally, in interrogative question sentences, what do you mean? You are asking something. So, the reporting verb said might change to inquired or asked. Then, there can be two types of questions: WH questions, that is questions beginning with words like who, what, when, and yes no question, that is questions that begins with auxiliary verbs and can be answered in yes or no. No conjunction is used when the question in the direct speech starts with WH word. Suppose your question is starting with WH word, who, what, when. Then in that sentence, no conjunction will be used. For example, I said to Neha, "Where have you been all these days?" This is in direct speech. Now, when we change this into indirect, what it will become? I asked Neha where she had been all those days. Here you can see that no conjunction such as that is used. Now, However, in the case of yes no question, the conjunction if or whether is used. So, if the question is WH1, then no conjunction is used. But if it is a yes no question, then in that type of sentence, the conjunction if or whether is used. So, children, in this class, in this video, I'm going to explain this. I hope you all understood this much. In the next video, we'll continue with this chapter. Thank you.